Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're set for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Keith from 93 Lumbers. 93 Lumber spelled out. That's where the S is, spelled out. I will add him in the description box below. But thanks so much, Keith. I really appreciate it. And guys, make sure you check out his channel. Great beer tuber, even better human. All right, so this is Ralphius, but not just any Ralphius. This is vanilla Ralphius, so maybe or maybe not, you'll see the vanilla please come out. Imperial Stout aged for 1 year in a bourbon barrel and a rye barrel. I don't remember reading the rye barrel part when he gave me these. With Madagascar and Tahitian vanilla beans. Notes of small batch ice cream, confectionery chocolate, and cake icing. Coming in at 14 point, I believe it's an 8. It's very tiny font for my old man eyes. I think it says 14.8. In real life, I'm drinking this on a Friday. Just got home from walking Bruno. So it seemed appropriate to have a dog beer. No, it's Friday. I figured I got the rest of the night free to relax, sip on this, and enjoy myself. So yeah, really excited. So let's see. It is pretty darn dark. Barely any brown in there. We got about half a finger ahead. It's a mocha, dark mocha color, pretty compact bubbles. For the style, I mean, that's pretty compact. Let's get into the aroma. It very much has that real vanilla smell, like you bought vanilla beans and opened up, if they come in a bag or a jar. I've seen, I bought them both ways. Where you open it and you get the vanilla. You get how people think vanilla ice cream or whatever, smells and tastes like, and you can kind of see how it's different, but some of the stuff similar with actual vanilla beans. It has more of a vanilla bean-ness to it with a little bit of that vanilla confectionery, but for me, it's like, I don't know, 90%, 85% real vanilla bean versus that like 10-15%, how you think vanilla is in something like an ice cream. Good amount of chocolate, a little bit of roast there too. That was something I noticed when I did the base Ralphius. When I finished it off camera, I got more roast. I don't remember if I said roast in the review even, but as I was drinking it off camera, I got more and more roast. And this has some of that nice dark chocolate, a little bit almost like roasty. Not coffee level of roast, but it has some of that roastiness in this aroma. I mean, the chocolate and vanilla combo is killer. Obviously, that's why it's a thing, with ice cream or whatever, like vanilla chocolate twist. But like in this beer specifically, it's just so interwoven. So beautifully interwoven. And I can almost get that ice cream frosting thing they're talking about. It's awesome. A hint of bourbon, just a hint. I've had bourbon vanilla frosting, kind of has that vibe. I wouldn't say I get rye spiciness though. It's about the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Keith. Hope you're doing well. This is amazing. This is absolutely 1,000% amazing. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. Just one more time, guys. I'm sorry. And then I'll get back to actually reviewing the beer. Wow. So there will be no vanilla police in this video. This has enough vanilla for sure without being overwhelming. Whatever ratio of vanilla beans to liquid or amount of time the vanilla beans, whatever, they nailed it. Other breweries, call them, see if they'll let you know. This has the proper amount of vanilla for sure. That chocolate base, killer. I get a little bit of spiciness. I think the rye is shining through in the taste, which I was not getting the aroma. Bourbon, good warming in the chest, not hot on the palate. At least that sip was not. The vanilla is also doing that thing where it's kind of marshmallowy in the taste. Sometimes you see these like marshmallow stout beers that just put marshmallows, and I think that sugar just ferments out. And you don't get a ton of actual like marshmallow flavor. I think you'd have to use some vanilla to really get a marshmallow flavor in a beer, or probably some sort of additive, but like to do it in a natural way. And this has that slightly toasted because of the other stuff going on in this beer, caramelized, not quite smoky, but getting there, approaching it, marshmallow thing for sure. So yeah, that caramelization's nice, and it is more caramelized that way than caramel caramelization. The chocolate element, there's some depth there, some complexity there. I get mostly in the dark chocolate realm, little bit of brownie batter, maybe even a little bit of milk chocolate, even Hershey's syrup. But so it has like elements of that, but relatively low. And then it is different combinations of darker chocolates. Man, this is killer, guys. Slight berry thing. The char barrel aging roastiness, probably the ABV too, is helping dry it out. It has confectionery sweet elements and moments for sure, but never cloyingly sweet for me. Really brings a little bit of balance to this beer. I don't think this is a beer that you would use the word balanced, like it's that's not what they're going for. It's not what it is, but like that helps bring some balance to it, so it's not just only a sweet experience. Where are their tasting notes again? I mean, I get what they're saying with a small batch ice cream. My mind doesn't go there. Confectionery chocolate. I mean, I talked about the complexity of the chocolate. Cake icing. Like I said, I get that, especially like if you make like a bourbon infused icing, vanilla icing. But there's more depth, and I know they don't want to pull like every possible tasting note there, but yeah, I get a little bit of the like berry, dark fruit, slightly dried fruit thing, but it's very minimal compared to that base, as I'm recalling. In real life, that was, I think 3 days ago, I had the base Ralphius, which to me is an eternity, just different beer and life experiences, so it is what it is, but I'm pretty well remembering it, I think. But yeah, this is great. Not to sound like I'm contradicting myself. I'm going to wrap it up because I'm losing my train of thought. Keith, thanks again, man. I really appreciate it. I think it's crystal clear how much I'm loving this beer. If anyone at Free Will is watching, well done, guys. You knocked it out of the park. If you guys had this beer before, have you had a nice vanilla stout you want to tell me about? Anything, everything, comment section below. Oh, and make sure you guys check out Keith. Check him out. I'll add him in the description box below. But anyway, once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.